Hey everybody, Mike Iaconelli out here in the shop with another great tip/technique for you today. And today I'm going to do a little new technique. That's actually a spin on an old technique in a new way. And I'm going to show you how to rig the free drop. All right, before I show you this, I know what you're thinking. Free drop? What are you talking about? Is this a free rig? Is it a drop shot? Well, it's sort of a combination of both of them. And if you're a drop shot fan, you're going to love this because it makes rigging easy and it presents that drop shot bait in a little bit different, more unique way. And sometimes for really pressured fish, super clear water, a lot of dudes fishing, fish that are very conscious of wanting a little more movement or rotation, this is going to be something you love. All right, so let's talk about it. The free drop. What is the free drop? It's an alteration of a traditional drop shot rig. And you know the deal. Traditional drop shot rig, right? You get your drop shot hook and you tie it in line, right? Whatever knot you use, polymer, clinch, whatever your favorite knot is, you tie a knot to that drop shot hook in line, and then you have your leader. Well, in the free drop, you ready for this? Same drop shot hook, same drop shot weight, but no knot. No knot on this hook, okay? Let me flush this out with you before I show you. By not having to tie a knot, right? We're not knotting that line or crimping that line. We're going to have a stronger line at the hook point, where the hook's at, right? At the hook connection. There's no crimping, there's no knot. So we have a stronger line. But we're also going to have a bait that has more movement up and down and more side to side. In fact, 360 movement side to side. Okay? All right, let's get to it. Let's rig this thing. This is the free drop. We're going to start with something that you already have in your box anyway. And that is a sinker stop, a bobber stop, a weight stop, whatever you want to call it. This is the large size weight stop, sinker stop by VMC. So if you use these by a different company, just make sure it's the large size that you get, okay? All right, so here's our weight stops or sinker stops. You know how they work, right? It's on this little key. See this little, I call it little black key. And each of those black rubber stops is on a little wire form, okay? Right? See all those different little rubber stops in that wire form? All we're going to do, we're going to get our line and we're going to run that line through the O of that wire and until we double our line. And now to get that little sinker stop on the line, here's the great thing. You ready? All we have to do is pull it on. So now we're going to grab that rubber stop. Look at that. We're going to pull it on the line. When we do that, the key's over here, and there's my sinker stop. There's my weight stop, bobber stop, whatever you want to call it. Again, the large size. All right. So we got that on there. I always like to get rid of the little bit of a rough spot that you make when you pull that on there. So I got rid of that. Okay, so now that's on there. And that slides up and down, right? It's very, very movable. Next, here it goes. You ready? We're going to get our drop shot hook. And here's the thing, guys. Whatever drop shot hook you like. If you use an octopus or a circle or a mosquito or a split shot style hook, whatever your favorite drop shot hook is. This is the Sure Set drop shot hook by VMC. I love this one when I'm nose hooking my drop shot baits, okay? But any hook you want, whatever your favorite drop shot hook is, and we're going to thread this on the line. Here's the only thing. Now listen to me. This is an important part of this step of the free drop. Make sure that the hook point is facing up, right? We don't want the hook point facing down. A lot of times when you're tying a knot, you're creating a drop shot rig and you're tying a knot, it's always facing the wrong way. Guess what? This free drop solves that problem. We want it in the up position, and we're just going to take our line and we're going to thread it through. I'm old, I can't see. We're going to thread it through with the hook point facing up. Okay, see it? Look at it. It's going on the line, right? No knot. No knot yet. Okay, you ready? Look. It's going to go up. Let it dangle there. Okay. Next, we're going back to our sinker stops, our line stops, our weight stops. Going to go back in that wire form. We're going to grab that little black peg. We'll pull it onto the line. Pull that onto the line. Just let it dangle there for a little bit. Once again, when you pull that stop on, you're going to notice a little rough spot in the line. Just get rid of that. Get your scissors or whatever, get rid of it. All right, hold on, I'm almost done. Last but not least, we're going to get our drop shot weight, okay? And here's the great thing about this free drop system. You can just tie it on. Don't worry about the length yet, because we're going to be able to adjust that. So just tie your drop shot weight on, or cinch it down, or whatever kind of weight you're using. This happens to be just a VMC tungsten teardrop. So whatever your favorite weight is, trim that little excess off. Okay, here we go. Guys, now we have the free drop rig. I know what you're thinking. Most of you are thinking, that's unreal. Why didn't I think of that? The other half of you are thinking, that's the stupidest thing I ever saw. For those of you that think it's the stupidest thing you ever saw, let me show you some of the benefits of the free drop. Okay, we already talked about one. No knot, no line damage, and that hook is always going to be in the upright position. That's a big benefit. Benefit number two, you heard me say when I tied that drop shot weight on, don't worry about where you tie it. You see that leader? Dude, we could adjust this on the fly. It's very secure. That's a really long drop shot leader. Maybe I'm fishing over some grass. Maybe I'm fishing over brush piles. I go to the next spot and I'm on a point, a gravel point that has no brush or grass. Oh, I want a shorter leader. I just kind of wet my fingers to help it slide. Now I got a short leader drop shot. Now I get off the gravel point and I see one on a bed and I want a super short drop shot leader. Wet my fingers, help it slide. Now I got a super short drop shot leader. Benefit number two of this free drop is I can change it on the fly. Yet it's hard enough that it's not going to move, okay? Now after you catch a fish or two, it may move a little, you may have to readjust it, but it's not going to move at all, okay? All right, benefit number three, and this is the biggest one, guys, and you heard me talk about it, is those two little sinker stops, little weight stops. I don't crush them together on that drop shot hook. I purposely leave just a little tiny gap. It's probably like just even a 16th, maybe less than a 16th gap. And what that lets this hook do is have a lot of up and down movement, okay? So let me rig a bait on and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. By the way, this is one of my favorite drop shot baits when I'm nose hooking. It's a Berkeley Power Bait Water Bug. It's a small one, the 3.3. I love this thing because it floats. It's got great action. I'm going to nose hook this thing, and we'll show you exactly what I mean by more action. Okay, there it goes nose hooked. Now, if that was tied and it was fixed, I lose this up and down movement. So when I'm shaking, right, this bait, I want this bait going up and down. So it's got a lot of fluidity of movement up and down that tying a drop shot hook on would take away. The last thing with increased action, this can rotate 360 degrees. Watch, let me see. Look at that. That's the hook spinning on the line. That's not the line spinning. Think about that. A drop shot keeps the bait in place. And as you shake or there's current, now the bait's gone up and down and it's moving in a circle. It can move just like a real bait fish, just like real forage. Man, this system is easy. It's simple. It gives the bait more action. It's adjustable. It's a no-brainer. I hope you like this one. This is a really cool rigging system called the Free Drop. Give it a try. You're going to catch tons more fish. Man, if you like these in the shops, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. See it right down there? It says subscribe. Mash that button. Subscribe to my channel. If you're already subscribed, tell your fishing friends about Mike Iaconelli on YouTube. Man, we're going to have some great information for you, great tips. We're going to try to help you become a better angler. Hope you like that one. Bye.